Kiao Anxia's heels smashed straight into Lin Shai's head. Lin Shai's face paled in an instant as the pain spread. Unconsciously, she retreated back into her room, her hands grabbing onto her head. "I don't know," she shouted. "You don't know?" Kiao Anxia had always been hot-tempered, and now that Lin Shai was not willing to cooperate, she stomped forward, grabbing onto her hair. She pulled on it before slamming her hand onto her face, slapping her several times. "I'll help you remember." Lu Jinian stood at the door without any intention of helping Lin Shai. "Lin Shai, where did you hide my sister?" Kiao Anxia grabbed another handful of her hair as she shouted. She pulled Lin Shai's hair upwards, forcing her to look up. Kiao Anxia had used all her strength to inflict pain, leaving Lin Shai's pretty face red and swollen. Kiao Anxia looked into her eyes, and with a sharp authoritative tone, she asked again, "Where is my sister?" Lin Shai pressed her lips, not willing to say a word. Kiao Anxia felt as though her organs were about to explode in anger. She looked around the room, her gaze falling on a fruit knife in a corner. Without a second thought, she reached for it and impressed it to Lin Shai's face. "I'll give you 3 seconds. If you don't confess, I'm going to slash your face." Lin Shai looked at the knife frantically, her heart beating rapidly. She desperately tried to stare back at Kiao Anxia, retorting, "It's against the law." "Law?" Kiao Anxia laughed as though it was a joke before her face turned cold. Using the knife, she roughly tapped Lin Shai's face. "Isn't kidnapping against the law? Since you started it, let's see who's the final victor." Kiao Anxia shouted in a cold voice, 3. Lin Shai trembled. 2. 1. Kiao Anxia slashed her face without hesitation. Just a small cut and blood started dripping down her face. Lin Shai cried in fear, her trembling voice shouting, "Stop, I'll tell you." Kiao Anxia stopped instantly. Lin Shai's lips shivered as she continued. "Kiao Anhao is in producer Sun's room." The moment Lu Jinian heard it, hostility filled his eyes. He turned and sprinted all the way up. Smack! Kiao Anxia slapped her face once more before grabbing onto her chin, staring into her eyes. "Lin Shai, let me warn you, if you dare to do anything to my sister again, I'll make sure to pay you back 10 times worse. You better pray that she's all right." Kiao Anxia paused momentarily. Her voice trembled when she spoke next. "Lin Shai, I'll make your life a living hell.